So basically, the channel recently just hit 1,000 views, which is kind of surprising to me because this is literally just a pastime, like a hobby for me at this point. I haven't uploaded much as of late because I just don't feel like editing. Aside from like a single Fortnite clip that I thought was kind of cool. I know, Fortnite re. Anyways, so there, I figured like as a sort of special for this, milestone. Very small milestone, but still a milestone. I just go on, I guess, about a time that I lived out in the middle of the fucking woods. Like, this was almost approaching, like, Amish territory at this point. Like, we had power and, like, a well in cable because my parents were fucking... My mother and my stepfather were, like, troglodytes when it came to the internet. Like, they just, no, internet bad, me cable. Even though cable sucks dick, anyone can fucking support that. But, anyways, moving on. My stepfather had like an old shitty Windows XP, and he used it like for the very brief time that we had internet, like several years before we went like to this house. He illegally like installed shit on the like Windows Media Player with like LimeWire. I'm sure I just made a bunch of people feel really fucking old by just mentioning like LimeWire and shit. But yeah, you download a bunch of shit like that, and we'd usually just peruse through the old like songs and shit that he had on there. And one time, I was going through it, and apparently he fucking installed a song from Family Guy, one of those shitty like on the spot parody songs. And it was Cowboy Butt Sex. And the computer that we had, the Windows XP that we had, was right in the like entryway of this fucking house. Like, this house is in the middle of nowhere, but we still had power. So like he installed these songs, and I was just listening to this like song right in the entryway. And I'm like laughing out loud. I didn't even know what sex meant at the time. I think I was like 8 or some shit, like really young. I didn't even know what the word meant. I just thought sex funny. I just thought it was a funny word, and combine that with butt. Any 8-year-old will fucking laugh their ass off. And my mother comes in, and she's like wailing and screaming, like, "What the fuck?" Like, she just lost it. And I didn't know why. I was like, "What'd I do? What'd I do?" I was like, why mom yell? Like, fucking, like another is just so, like, my child brain thought I did something wrong or some shit like that. She's like, "You shouldn't be fucking listening to that." Like the demon, the fucking floodgates were opened, and the goddamn wrath of hell just was unleashed upon this poor 8-year-old. And like this house was a piece of shit, right? It actually got like the main reason we moved out is because it actually got fucking bulldozed and then built over. So if that doesn't tell you how old it is, but like, yeah, all I had was like a well, and my parents were like huge cable supporters. And one day the well just fucking stopped working. Like, we didn't get any water. So my stepdad at the time, like, I had to really take a shit. And my stepdad at the time told me, like, "Oh, go outside. Go take a shit outside then." Because, we lived in the fucking woods. Like, who cares? And he's like, "Throw out the toilet paper. Bring this roll with you and just throw out what you used when you were done." And, basically, like I did, I threw it in the woods because I'm not bringing that all the way back to the fucking house. And then later, my stepdad, like, he's like yelling at me like the day after or some shit, and he's like, "You didn't fucking throw it far enough." And I was like, "Well, what do you mean?" The dog came back with the toilet paper in its mouth, the fucking used toilet paper. This shit wiped, shit smeared, fucking Willy Wonka's chocolate toilet paper in its mouth. And it just, like, mortified me, because, like, he brought it back to the yard. And it was like, The toilet, I don't think the toilet worked for like another day or two afterwards, but like that doesn't give you like an idea of like the shitty living scenario. And that's not even like the end of it either. We lived like after we moved out of this fucking house in the middle of nowhere, we only took like a half step forward by moving into like the most ghetto fucking neighborhood ever. I'm talking like fucking every chick on the street having like flashing arrows pointing to their snatch. Fucking everyone's either on heroin or selling heroin. Fucking everyone's brandishing a gun. Guy got stabbed right outside of our goddamn house. Like, I'm not kidding when I say right outside, as in you take a single step off the porch and you are in the crime scene. He got stabbed right in front of our fucking porch on the street. He got medevaced by an ambulance on the street right in front of our house. We were literally the closest people to the crime scene because our fucking property was right, like, it happened right on our property, basically. And, every like, few weeks or so, there'd be, like, an ambulance down the street. Some guy OD'd or got fucking attacked. It was, like, almost never, I think, like, once there was an accident. Like, someone set the house on fire or something. And, like, that was it. Every time, every fucking time, there was, like, an OD or, like, an assault or something. Or, I think even an attempted murder. And, like, every few fucking weeks. And I lived in this house for, like, 6 years. It was... Like, my mother still lives there, actually. Me and my sister moved out from our mother's place. And her and her boyfriend are still living in that duplex. I said house before, but it's a duplex. And they're still living there to this very fucking day. And it's the most ghetto place ever. And it's awful. The whole neighborhood sucks. But yeah, I figured this was a kind of interesting story. You know what? I have one more to add before I end it. Alright? So, again, this was like elementary school, like 4th grade. Right? Like, so I was really young and fucking stupid. And one day, there was a bag in, like, a recycling bin at our school. And it basically had, like, a chick in a fucking bikini on it. Literally, like... Or actually, no, I think it was, like, a lingerie or something. But, like, I looked at that, and I was, like, basically just mentally nutting. Like, oh my god, woman. Because, like, I'm, like, 4 and I didn't have an internet. You think I saw porn? But anyways, like... I literally grabbed the bag out of the recycling bin, brought it home, and it had rat shits in it. And the fucking rat shits, like, slipped out into the bag and everything that I had in the bag. And I had to throw everything out. And, like, my stepdad saw it. And he was like, did you do that? Like, was that your bag? Is that your bag? It was literally like the worst, fucking most retarded thing I'd ever done. Well, not most retarded. I was pretty retarded, but like, holy shit. When I say I'm autistic, I am autistic. I fucking grabbed a bag out of a recycling bin, not wondering why it was in the recycling bin, and then spilled rat shit into my bag. Yeah, I figured I'd just tell a few, like, quick stories because, I really do appreciate the 1,000 views. It's pretty cool. But yeah, this is, I don't know how to fucking end this video. I'll just end it right now.